till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Hello! And my mouse was on the other monitor, so it took an extra bit. Welcome to the first Chaos stream of April, right? Yes, possibly, maybe. I lost all track of time. Hi! My lovely best Chaos Queen besties would like to introduce themselves just in case.
Sure. I'm Danny. I make videos. I'm currently full of soup.
I'm Violet. I make timers in live streams. Marta?
Well,
I'm Marta. I also make videos. I am not full of soup, but I did just have a sandwich. Crystal.
y'all know where you're at. I'm Crystal. I also make videos. Apparently, we all have something in common. It's neat.
Imagine that.
I am also full of caffeine. That as I'm talking, the caffeinated level is rising very quickly. Run.
She says and then takes another sip of her coffee.
I mean, I bought it. I gotta finish it. So, how is everybody doing today? I don't remember how to do this, even though I did it yesterday.
Vibing.
Milo.
Oh, you're talking to us?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go talk to the chat too. It's like right over there.
Oh, I'm doing good today, surprisingly. What?
Surprisingly.
The mood.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm exhausted. My boyfriend decided he wants to get fit again and is now getting out of bed at 7 a.m., which means I'm also getting out of bed at 7 a.m., and I haven't gotten used to it yet, so I'm tired.
That sucks. I've also been up way too much, and I had like a 2-hour power nap apparently, and it didn't. We're vibing today with caffeine. We got M here. Hello. Got Michael calling for croissants apparently.
I could go for a croissant.
Right? Like, so could I, especially like a chocolate one. Great. Go really well with my coffee. Alexandria is here. Hello. Callum is here. Cool Gamer is here. Hello. And Alexandria is calling my ass out. And I don't appreciate it.
Accountability!
Did I finish chapter 1? No, because I am planning on rewriting it again. Because I hate it. I hate it so much. We're going to go back to the original one of the one that just went through betas. And then I'm just going to add the parts I like into it. And we're going to hope for the best. That's my new plan.
Never mind. I'm not going to ask any questions. That'll just complicate matters.
Say the words. It's okay.
Are you keeping the different versions, or you're just like?
I'm right now. I'm keeping the different versions until I decide which one I like more, and then I'll probably get rid of the one I don't like because I've got like the main thing on Google Docs, and then I've got a chapter set up in Scrivener, and I'm gonna set up another chapter 1 in Scrivener, and like set that up so I can be like typing the first version out, and then it's just throwing things over. It's going to be a lot to look at, but I think I'm caffeinated enough. It might actually work.
And you're gonna properly delete it though, or you're gonna keep it like separate?
I'm probably going to delete the one I don't use.
Why?
Because I hate it.
But what if you change your mind later?
I don't know. I mean, I was reading it over, and it made one of my favorite best friend Happy Boy characters like a stalker sad boy character, and I'm like, you're not the stalker sad boy. You're not allowed to turn into the stalker sad boy. Let's just take you. You're supposed to be the happy best friend. Go. Just stop. Stop. So yeah.
Crystal versus Chapter 1. The battle continues.
It's been 7 days in the making.
It's alright. You know that I've been like battling with my book for like how much? Like 6 months.
You know that my average pace is 1 chapter per month.
This is true.
I haven't written since November, so I don't even know what I'm like anymore.
I'm in the lead. Oh goodness. It is cozy and rainy for a work from home day for me, and that is awesome.
It's very rainy here too.
Same Z's.
It's gray, but there was actually sunlight for the first time in like 3 days.
Ooh.
So that was neat. It's also been snowing since like March. What kind of coffee did I get? This one is a caramel iced coffee. They didn't add enough caramel for my liking, but I have caramel creamer, so I fixed it. And it is coffee number 3. So we're vibing. Michael says roll for accountability. Meh. You'll delete it, then you'll change your mind again. I mean, just because you're right doesn't mean...
Just wait until you publish the book and then you can delete all the old stuff.
This is true.
Or you can save it forever.
Marta!
I feel like we know which one the document hoarder is.
Not me with my 23 versions per chapter.
I mean, I'm not going to judge. I'm going to mock.
Most of which are the same chapter with a couple of tiny differences.
I mean, I'm with you. I have like different versions of like different scenes and different like starts to stories and stuff like that. In the actual name, I have like, you know, start of story if X were to happen. And in my document is like my flash drive is full of those. Just
Y'all are way more organized than me.
Yeah.
it's a little OCD.
I can't even find my own files. Like, I'm like, I know I wrote this scene somewhere, but
See, I just don't have that many files. Like, when I like let's say Revelry, because that's the furthest I've ever gotten in anything. I have a folder for it, and then I have one document that has the entire first outline, one document that has the entire more in-depth outline, one document that has the entire first draft, one document that's the entire second draft. Like, I don't know, Google has like the history function, so I can always just go back to previous versions if I want to see what I did before.
I mean, that's fair. I'm very grateful for Scrivener because I can just throw everything in there in different categories because yes, I have categories for everything. And so it's not all technically gone, and it's much more organized than one flash drive with 2,000 documents. 200? That sounded weird. Get the idea. Oh boy. Roll for eyes. This thing, Crystal's method, has enough chaos in it to make complete sense to me. Yay! Somebody gets me. Or you can save it forever. That's how you end up with on hoarders at the slippery slope. Yeah, because there's a TV show for that. But would they have like?
Don't talk about my 300 documents.
At least it's digital hoarding. I am very much a physical hoarder.
Whoa, every time that Marta makes like a new crochet buddy, she doesn't want to let it go either.
That's true. That is true. Is this the intervention stream? This where we all confront our issues?
No.
I'm not ready for that.
I don't know. I don't know about that either. And says I throw everything in Scrivener better than having a million files in Google Drive. That is also true, especially with betas and the way I had it going. My Google Drive is a complete shit show. It's rough and Kai, because I like had, you know, like for Danny and for Violet, like I had their documents, and then I also have like for everyone else each document that they got, and then I also set up the other 2 acts for each beta, even though about halfway through I was like, yeah, you know what? We're just gonna work on the first one, and it's gonna become its own book. So ignore the other 2 acts for now. And so now my Google Docs is just like, yeah, I gotta clean it up. It's kind of bothering.
Yeah, we all know my relationship with Google. That intimidates me. I try my best.
It is. I figured out how to load it on the iPad so I can like have my beta file on it, and then I can be looking at Scrivener straight on. Not me watching Kate Kavanaugh's latest video. trying to rework my space a little bit. But it took like 20 minutes for it to load on the iPad. She's a lagger. She's a laggy boy. It's a thing. Whew. Where did we leave off? I impulsively delete everything if I hate it. Don't be like me. It's a bad idea. Yeah, I learned from that mistake when I was doing other stuff, and there are things that I will never remember because it's gone, and it makes me sad.
Oh, I like to keep my bad writing sometimes just to see how far I've come.
Yeah, I think I have a few pre-12-year break writing still, and oof, it's a thing.
Oh, I have like last year writing that's like cringy AF.
Same, don't worry.
Mood.
I think I have like earlier today writing that's cringy AF.
Writing that's terrible.
I mean, that's my entire current version of chapter 1, so or current new version. Can we get away from the hubby in the background? He's playing on his phone. That was Michael. You guys don't see it because of the god rays behind me, but he is giving funny looks. Also, Google Drive is an issue the minute the document reaches 10K and becomes unusable.
I've never had that issue.
Should we talk about how big my Google Docs document is? Yeah, no wonder it took 20 minutes to load.
Is that an issue people have because I have several drafts that are like 40, 50, 60K, and I've never had an issue.
Yeah, I didn't start noticing issues until after I put all the beta comments in, and now it's starting to, because it's like,
They're scaring me.
It's just don't have 146,000 words in your document and then put all the comments in.
I'm already scared of Google. I told you that.
It's okay, just break into smaller sections so that you can read the comments easier.
All the flashies.
Ghost Violet.
Just pressing the button.
Oh, gosh. All right, so what's everybody working on today? I realized we didn't actually get that far.
Dragons where there's no dragons. I'm still not outlining, because I don't want to, even though that was my plan for this month. What I'm gonna do is... Okay, well, I can't start outlining until I name places, and I really don't want to name places, so instead... I'm gonna go through each of the 5 main characters and write, like, a general, like, bullet point list of, like, this is where they're at the beginning of the story, this is where they're at the middle, this is where they're at the end, and that way I can, like, figure out how they weave together, and hopefully, then when I actually outline, it'll help me figure out whose POV each chapter is gonna be from, because there is 5 POVs, I guess? Oh, not looking forward to that.
Do this.
So
5
exciting. When do I get to
POVs.
read it?
Yeah, I think you beat the POV record now, because I do four and a little.
4 and a bit.
Yeah, 4 and a bit.
What's the bit?
I'm adding 2 scenes for one of my villains.
Is it big villain or little villain?
Little villain. You get to be he gets the prologue now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you guys think it's weird when a book is like a certain number of POVs and then there's this one chapter that's a different POV? Asking for a friend.
Oh, you have that? And I'm like, yes, that's weird. And Marta...
I mean, I tried for like my other POVs, because it technically is Elizabeth's story, but I have two scenes for one character, and then I have like 2 scenes for another, and then Kira, since she's the sister, I'll give her like 3 scenes, and the Richard, the little villain, is getting the prologue plus 2. So between I don't think it's weird at all, though.
I like when POVs aren't even. Like, okay, Rick Riordan is the exception because I like the way he structures his books. So, like, most recently I reread the Kane Chronicles, and the way the Kane Chronicles is there's 2 from Carter's POV, and then 2 chapters from Sadie's, and then 2 from Carter, 2 from Sadie's, and I like that. But also, if it's not like a rigid pattern like that, I don't want it to be like evenly dispersed POVs. So like, it could go from like character A to character C to character D and like back and forth. But then if they all end up having the same number of chapters, it just feels weird to me. Like, if you're gonna jump around randomly, I want there to be a discrepancy, if that makes sense.
I think
like, my characters are not gonna all have the same number of POV chapters.
Yeah, or if there is a rigid system and it breaks, like, it is a very, like, intentional break. I love that, actually.
That's fair.
That's like the cool part of doing multi-POV.
Yeah.
Wait, how many POVs do you have, Marta?
I have 4 main ones. The original plan was to have, so there's more smaller characters. I was gonna give the 4 main POVs multiple chapters, and then the smaller characters got 1 each. But as I was writing, I ended up re-outlining a whole bunch of stuff and then cutting an entire part, and then basically stuff happened, and of the minor characters that were gonna have 1 chapter each, only 1 of them stayed, and all the other ones got cut, so now it's weird.
Maybe find a way to give that person a second chapter. Just a little bit. I don't know.
You just watch the panic just start rising.
This is also coming from someone who's never read your stuff, so...
What does your boyfriend have to say about it?
Well, I tried because I realized that was gonna be a problem, so I tried writing that chapter from all other 4 POVs, and it just didn't work. So I just ended up going for it and like, problem for later.
Good luck later, Marta.
So I feel like sometimes certain characters have to tell certain parts because it's weird otherwise. So I follow completely.
Marta, are your chapters in first person or third person?
Third person.
Okay.
Yeah,
No follow-up, I was just curious.
Okay.
Sprint!
Okay. Do we want to catch up on the comments first, or do we just want to...
I think both Katie and Lexi jumped in, so we should also Katie.
I'm really looking at the comments, and I think we didn't even finish answering what we were doing for the sprint. We're going to work it out. We got completely derailed.
That's fine.
Oh my god.
I'm going to be probably reading and making an iced coffee.
And I'm working on YouTube stuff.
I'm working on Project Second Soul like I have for the last 7 days. I'm not. I recognize this. Don't recognize the second half, just in case. Still don't understand how to use Scrivener. Honestly, I watched way too many tutorials, and it was the best thing ever. Highly recommend Scrivener tutorials. They are the bestest. Nano Project, 1,200 words behind. You got this. That's nothing. I originally read it backwards. I'm like, oh, they've done 1,200 words already. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, wait, no, it's saying the opposite. Fix it, fix it, fix it. Oh, might be doing some editing today or some reading. I think what Callus thinks when you have a POV that is only 1 chapter, as long as it doesn't feel like a narrative cheat, it's fine. I agree. Lexi joined us. Hello. Everybody saying hi to everybody else. I just like to read how characters see situations. Yep. I think for me, it depends on why the extra POV chapter is there. Like, if it serves a purpose, then I'm okay with it. But if it's rare for me to think it's justified. But it's rare for me to think it's justified.
Crossing Katie off of the beta reader list.
Casey was here. Hello. Could you smoosh the extra POV chapter in with another POV chapter and make it their part of the story?
I don't know. I mean, I was planning on asking Katie to beta read for me, so maybe she can tell me.
I have been so unmotivated to do anything today. Cheers, Casey. I am with you. I have been wanting to do deep work all day, and it's just like, I'm also going to watch my husband play Elden Ring, because screw my brain. Think third person is less jarring. Heck yeah. That's why I don't write.
For multi-POV, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how anyone can write. I mean, I'm not judging, I swear. But first person POV switch, it's so hard to read. I find it so hard to read.
For audiobooks, I can do it like with multiple narrators, but like I tried reading a book, multi-POV, it's hard to physically read that with a lot of switching.
Yeah. I feel like that would be an audiobook would be the only way to like with a multicast. I think that's perfect because you're listening to a radio play basically.
Yeah.
Kendra joined us. Hello. Casey says I have my doc's ocument. Oh my god. It's okay. I think I've reached my limit. Documents open so I can put ideas in there when they pop up. So far, not so much. You guys have some good news. A local literary agent wants to set up an interview. Yee! That is awesome, Lexi. Hey, that was too loud. I'm sorry. I finally find my cottage inspo on Pinterest, and there are plenty of reference photos. Cottage pictures on Pinterest is so fun. Yay! There you go.
Thank you.
Haven't touched work since this morning. Mind you, I haven't had anything but busy work anyway, so I'm a little behind anyway. That's okay. More love for Lexi and the awesomeness. The stuttering made me think it was my terrible typing. I had to go back and make sure I didn't completely fuck the word open. Yeah, I think it's time for a sprint. That way I can switch to water for a little bit and kind of come down just a smidge, because like I feel like I'm vibrating a little bit right now. So
Oh my god.
I only ever have one coffee a day, and today I've had 3. Somebody stop me. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. In normal chaos fashion, I am going to push the shuffle button, and we are going to see what trouble we can get into. Cookies.
Ooh, tag yourself. I am the one with the heart eyes.
Which one looks the most high? I'm the one with the red bow tie.
I want sunglasses.
I want the one with the green little bow tie in the middle.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, let us view our cookie selves for 10 minutes. We'll be right back after these cookies. That was the end of the first tiny sprint.
The banner is still up.
Oh yeah. I actually remembered to use it this time, and this time I had to remember to take it down. Or didn't remember to take it down. You need to take it down. How'd everybody do?
I think I've got my first chapter figured out, which is not what I meant to do when I was going into this. I meant to just do a couple of bullet points to show the character's arc, so I had like a general idea, and then I got really into this opening scene.
Oh, I love when that
I have.
happens.
Yay!
A whole thing about my opening scene.
Yeah.
I got my iced coffee.
Yeah.
But it's like 8:30 in the evening, Violet.
It is decaf, Marta.
I watched Katie's video. I'll do YouTube stuff after, it's fine.
Yeah, you've time. It's fine. I wrote a sentence, looked at the place where I want to start this second attempt of a chapter. I realized it doesn't really flow like a start chapter here scene. So then I tried to figure out how I was going to make it so I could make it the start chapter here scene. And then I started reading over the one that I wrote last night. So I still can't decide what I'm doing. Any help?
Well,
I
I
got
haven't
water.
read it, so either Daniel or Violet can help better than me.
This is true. Had the chapter. Went all the way up. Did a lot of chatting during that sprint. Extra caffeine for extra chaos. I have my water now, so hopefully I'll come down a little bit. Picking the cookie. And Laura's here picking her cookie. Apparently Michael is the janitor backstage. Katie picked the same one as Violet. And then there was conversation of helping Casey name a Scottish Fae hunter who is human.
I was gonna say, does Fae hunter mean a hunter who is Fae or someone who hunts Fae? But I guess we got the clarification.
Yeah. I was thinking about Rowan. It was the name of mountain ash trees, which lore says is harmful to Fae. I like to have names with deeper meaning, so I think it's fitting since he is a Fae hunter.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I started getting ready for the day, skincare, all that stuff. It's 2 p.m. I'm not judging.
Katie, I'm still in my pajamas, and I am live on screen.
Yeah.
I only got dressed after work before the stream, so...
Crystal, you were up at like 4:45 this morning. I saw you.
Technically, I was up at 4:30. I just didn't look at my phone until... It was hubby's early day. I mean, y'all know that my hours are word. Alexandria got 157 words. I almost said it 500, like I was saying it yesterday. Also means red-haired, but I don't think he will have red hair in the definition of the Rowan. Yeah. And Callum got 309 words.
Nice.
Woot!
That's a lot in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That is a lot. I had a thought, and then it left. So, apparently wasn't important.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How's everybody's Camp Nano going? If you're participating, and if you're not, then how's just April?
This is only the third day that I've written, which I mean, 3 out of 7 isn't bad.
Yeah.
But like, I had all these hopes for getting stuff done, I only just started beta reading for Caitlin like 2 days ago, and I meant to start that at the beginning of the month as well. So like I'm getting there.
I'm actually at a very similar spot, Danny. I think I've also only written 3 days.
Wow.
But I'm actually not that far behind my goal, surprisingly. Yeah, I've nearly caught up, even though I lost some time to having some migraines earlier this week. But I planned not to start beta reading yet. I plan to do that in the second half of the month. So
Nice.
I officially my goal was to start my reread. I haven't technically started that yet, but I did change my plans. You can blame Wallace for that. And I'm now brainstorming the next books in the series before I do the reread, and that's going okay.
Why is that Wallace's fault?
Because she talked me into it during a London date.
Wow, Wallace.
Very nice. It's day 7 and I'm on chapter 1.
That's fine.
That,
Chapter 1's always hardest, to be honest. Like, you gotta get chapter 1 right.
yeah.
I think chapter 1 is easy for me, but chapter 2 is the hard one. Like, I can start off a book interesting, but keeping that momentum going is where I struggle.
Yeah, see, my chapter 2 is so easy, you know. Vampires. Hi.
no, I think I understand what Crystal's saying. I think chapter 1 is super easy, like zero draft at the beginning. Like I always in the beginning when I'm first writing have a good chapter 1. But like when it comes time to revise chapter 1, I hate her. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
then we become worse enemies.
Well, especially since my chapter 1 is so just heavy and laggy. That's like, okay, how can I make it lean without cutting a lot? And yeah, struggle bus. She's real. What about the chat? Michael is saying goodbye to my thought. Very nice.
I thought he was leaving for a moment.
Yeah, so did I. I'm like, wait a second. In
When
fairness,
it's Michael, always assume it's a joke.
this is true. In all fairness, I'm writing a dialogue scene so I can write those pretty quickly. Dialogue is fun. I'm bad at it, but dialogue is fun.
I'm so bad at dialogue. It does not go quickly for me.
It's like I'll just throw words at a page, and then it just turns into melodrama, so I have to go back and fix it. It's like, whoops. I mean, Alexandria, if I could give you all the words, you could just have all of the words. You should see yesterday's stream with Anne. Almost every time somebody presented a word count, I said it completely backwards and just jumbled up the letters. Every time. It was glorious. Casey says, as long as I get some words added to my brain dump file, then I can count it as a success. No big set camp goal for. That looks like. That sounds like perfect. Katie says, I write literally the only thing going on right at the moment, but I've planned out how I will get to the rest of stuff done.
Plans are good.
Plans are good. Plots, and possibly even some schemes, too.
I am
But
a fan
also,
of a good
Katie,
scheme.
take breaks if you need them and don't push yourself too hard.
But that's the responsible, healthy thing to do.
Marta, the police are coming for you.
Wallace is really out there being everyone's developmental editor.
Well,
She's
she
the
can't
best.
be mine because Crystal's husband is already apparently my developmental editor.
I feel like Crystal's husband is like your alpha reader, like
Yeah, he really is.
Oh, I love that. Oh, where did... If we say her name enough, maybe she'll appear and start going through my outline. and then some Beetlejuicing of Wallace.
Beetlejuicing.
You guys are doing it totally
Is that a
wrong. You have to
verb
drop
now?
the ghost emoji.
But I was like, how else would I be able to say it? Because it is now.
I just didn't expect you to say Beetlejuicing.
I know it sounded really weird when it came out of my face, and I couldn't stop it.
No, I like it. I think that's cool.
Wrong Beetlejuice. Danny, I agree completely. I can get chapter 1 out clean, but chapter 2 will take me a month.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb says, see, dialogue is like second nature to me, but you can't. But okay, that just happened. But you asked me to describe scenery, and I sat there for like 2 hours.
Okay, so I'll write your scenery and you can write my dialogue. And then everyone's
Haven't
good.
we been here before? I'm having deja vu. I feel like we've had the same conversation already before.
I feel like
Probably.
it too.
Is that not what streams are? Just having the same conversation week
Yeah, but
after
I
week?
I think it was
specifically feel like between you and Callum.
I think we've had it between Callum and Caitlin, and it was dialogue and world building.
Yeah,
Am I
that
making
was
that
in the Troublemaker Discord last week sometime. I do remember
Yeah.
that happening.
I feel like I remember it too.
But also, Katie and I have decided that we're gonna work together because I don't remember what it was, but I was good at one thing and she was good at something else. So we
I
just
think
got
you were
full
gonna
circle.
outline and she was gonna draft. Don't ask me why I remember that.
That might be it. It's
I
fine.
was-
The three of us are just gonna all do each other's novels for each other.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, but Marta, I'm a workaholic. How else will I live?
Well, fine, but take care of yourself.
Very important. Because I've been trying that. I haven't been getting any work done, so maybe I should take less care of myself.
No! Crystal!
I was thinking about that the other day, though, because, I've said it in vlogs, because when I first wrote the thing during Nano, I literally got up, got coffee, got breakfast, wrote until my stomach was hungry enough, ate, came back to the computer, and wrote until hubby got home for supper, made supper, and then wrote until bedtime. That's what I did for a month, with the exception of a day off here and a day off there. And so I'm like, okay, I'm revising now. I'm on second editing after betas. I'm gonna just work when I can, break when I can, sleep, eat, all those good things. I'm just gonna be the most healthy I can. I'm gonna take walks. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna self-care my way to victory. I am still on chapter 1.
Crystal, don't you know that the best breakthroughs come in the shower?
It's true.
It's a 2-for-1.
I
Self-care and ideas.
You're not wrong. I'm just saying, I'm with Katie. I'm team workaholic.
But you're just starting out with the first chapter. You'll get used to it and pick up your pace again, and don't push yourself too hard.
I'm scaring the crap out of Marta, I swear.
Mark's gonna come over to Canada and beat your ass.
No.
Honestly, I just
You
don't want
can't
you
do
guys to
anything
burn
except
out to
rest.
the point where you don't like writing anymore, though.
I mean, that's fair. That is fair.
Trust me, it's not a good feeling to have hobbies that you no longer like.
Oh, it's true. I took 12 years off writing because of that nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Michael says might be a better way to summon her with ghosts. And what is this, the cowboy?
Oh, the
Wallace can
cowboy's
be the
Danny.
cowboy. No, I am not the cowboy. Wallace can be the cowboy. She is from Texas.
No. Oh, yeah, actually, that makes kind of sense. You're right. She's
I
from
am
Texas.
from the mid-Atlantic. I am not a cowboy.
Yeah, that's exactly what Lexi said too. We all got to watch
Ghost
Michael
cowboy romance. Oh my god.
Oh, there's got to be a really good niche for that. If anyone
Yeah.
writes that, ooh.
More attempts to summon Wallace. Yep, Katie's like, can you write my dialogue too? I don't know if time is a continuous loop. It doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Set up a fiber right now. I love it. We're almost there. We just need to. My brain can't see that word.
Coagulate?
Coagulate. Thank you.
It's a
Together.
disgusting word to use, Katie.
No. I'm like, because that's what I thought.
Jail.
It was. I'm like, no,
Put her
that's
in
not
jail.
that right. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it.
But then who's gonna edit? Because after we do this, then we give it to Wallace for developmental plotting, and then someone has to actually make the edits.
Not it. Look at this. Alexandria is all over me today. I said first week of May. I may have accidentally said May 1st too. Who knows? Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, there we go. Stieg will edit.
Ooh, good point. One big author, two book, everyone's involved.
Oh, that would be like so fun, but so chaotic.
Yeah, that would
like-
take a lot of planning to figure out.
Oh. Crayola bathtub crayons in the shower have saved me a few times. I need to write an idea down. Crayola
That's so smart.
bathtub crayons?
I love that.
I am curious. I have never heard of these things.
I gotta remember to write that
I'm gonna
down.
Google that right now.
Yeah, really. Because I feel like there needs to be a prompt where you randomly generate a couple of emojis and then write a story from that.
Yeah, I wanted to do that as one of the streams. Well, I used to do that all the time on Michael's prompt streams. I would just give emojis because I'm a troll.
I like that idea. I think that sounds cool.
Yeah, nobody else in the chat appreciated them.
Well, they're weird. Wallace and I will be the cowboys. Super cute.
Vaqueras.
Thank you.
Cowboys in Spanish.
Ah, okay, cool.
Well, cowgirls, actually.
With barbecue. Very important.
Language learning with Marta.
Okay, what was I writing? Crayon?
Shower
Bath
crayons. Bath
Yeah.
crayons.
So what I'm here is just Troublemakers Discord co-written a book.
OMJ.
Oh, there. Yes, they are for kids to color in the bathtub.
That sounds so fun.
As to show.
Oh, screenshot this. I need to get this.
That is actually
3
fun.
plus. Oh man.
I mean, it counts.
You are technically 3+.
What?
Yeah. Soap. How do we feel about another spread?
Did you say soap?
I think we should. I gotta
Yes, I
finish
did.
my thing.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see what the shuffle gods give us this time. As I pull, I just let them play, and then I mean we know that. So we missed the Laura timer.
Oof.
Were
What?
we talking for a whole 30 minutes?
Yeah, looks like it.
No, technically we weren't. It was at 16 minutes when I just sped it forward. So, but now we got the Wallace Nano timer.
Woo.
Yay! I love this one.
That's
So
a good one.
be right back after this dark colored sand. Yeah. Apparently, that was the end of that sprint. I didn't notice at first, and I'm like, oh, the screen moved. Okay, cool. How did everybody do?
I wrote a sentence, and then I got a snack, and my snack distracted me, so I was on Discord and Instagram for about 20 minutes of that 25-minute sprint. But then in the last couple of minutes, I got back to work, and I have finished writing chapter 1's word vomit.
So that was 5 minutes of work?
Yeah,
That's insane.
It's impressive.
I mean, I only wrote like 7 more sentences.
I'm still impressed.
Yeah.
Especially
Good
handwritten.
job.
Yeah, my hand is kind of starting to cramp, but like, I chose this path. I'll accept it.
Valid.
Yeah, I did good. I updated my NaNoWriMo tracker and my bullet journal and all that, and yeah, did some reading and chilling.
I finished the thing that I needed to do, so now I can tick it off on the Troublemaker spreadsheet.
Whoa.
Yay. I read over what I have so far of the current new version, and I still like what I've done, so I'm not 100% sure if I'll go back. I think I'm just going to keep going and just add stuff from the original version. I am the humming and hawing queen of 2022, let's be real. And I started to crash
No.
because so much coffee got to come down at some point, and I'm coming down a lot faster than I'd like. So, yeah. Apparently, our summoning worked because Wallace appeared and caught me in my during crash,
Aw.
being all sad.
You were also the only one on screen, so you probably looked a little lonely.
That too.
Aw.
Well, I was just kind of reading and just kind of zoning a little bit, and then I saw the comment and was like, "Oh yeah, on. Hi." Where did we leave off? Right, crayons. But if we sprint, I'll have to get up and make my bed. Stand for the hourglass timer. Won't be. I've been working on my Animal Crossing island. I might need someone to come visit me soon. And then jumped on me a little bit. Needs to make Animal Crossing travel vlogs, so can visit islands. Sounds like fun.
That would be so cute.
I'm here
Also
for
sounds
it.
like something for Lexi's travel channel.
Yeah, instead of traveling in real places, just come to everybody's island. Means I should probably work on my island a little bit.
I played 2 days ago for the first time in like 2 weeks, and there were so many weeds.
Oh no!
And like 2 weeks is a long time for me to go without playing Animal Crossing. I usually play like every 2, 3, 4 days, but like I neglected it. And then I was talking to my villagers, and they were so happy to see me again. And Big Top was like, "Oh my god, now you, me, and Sherb can all hang out together." And I'm like, "My favorite lazy boys."
Yeah, I haven't played since November when the snow officially hit. I just kind of got distracted. But my villagers are gonna think I died.
Aw.
Wrote a story about a bat falling in love with a rat and dying from a hitman out of emojis the other day. My husband was not impressed.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds cool. And yeah, we already. Yeah, well, we managed to summon Wallace, and then apparently Michael got called out for spelling wrong because of the barbecue. I just know it. Apparently, Michael wants to do a poll. Oh goodness,
But what are we gonna poll?
I don't know. Alexandria got 221 words. At least there was 2 twos in that, so less chance of screwing it up. Casey did nothing but look at reference photos for Rowan. Clearly, I don't actually want to write. That's not a mood. I don't know what is. Casey says it took 20 minutes to get up. Yes. Did I make my bed? Also yes.
That's better than me. I think I make my bed maybe once a month.
I keep going back to it, so I don't really. I just keep
Yeah,
on
like I'm
making
just
it.
gonna mess it up again. Why would I make it?
Exactly.
Mental health.
What's that?
Yeah, we already know that that's pretty bad on my end. So like,
I put make my bed on my daily checklist. Do I think making my bed is a good idea? No, it's a waste of time. But when I see a made bed, do I feel like a productive human being? Yes.
That's fair.
listen, I did the dishes the other day. That's all the help my mental health is getting this week.
Fair.
My boyfriend normally gets out of bed later than me, so it's his task to make the bed.
Ooh.
Mood. I did find him though, and surprise, in fact, he is a redhead.
Oh, then he's aptly named. Manifested that.
Very nice. Your villagers, wow, almost stroked out again, are always there to welcome you back, and they're always so happy to see you. I find like sometimes they're sassy about it though. They're like
The sisterly ones and the snooty ones are so sassy. I have a sisterly villager. I have Yuka, and she's like, "Well, glad to see you out and about again." And I'm like, "Shut up."
Yep. She's like, "Oh my god, I think I had one. It was like, "Oh my god, our island is haunted." Wait. It's actually you. I was like, "Excuse you."
That's a really good one.
It was like something like that. I'm like paraphrasing, but I was definitely being accused of being a ghost. I remember that much.
I love that.
Oh. It wasn't pretty, but it worked. Summoning of the Wallace. The made bed just makes the rest of my depression ill cave look so much better. I like to make the bed because it feels so comfy to climb back in and wreck it.
That's a good.
No, also for me, it's like the opposite. A made bed, I'm less likely to crawl back into. If my sheets are torn about, I'll crawl back in there. But if it's made, it's like I don't want to mess it up.
Have our names not been on screen this whole time?
Huh?
They know who we are.
Where did I have that? Oh yeah, I turned that shit off for what? There was a reason why I turned it off. And then
For
I forgot-
gaming or something?
I don't know.
We don't need it.
Ka-ching. Yeah, but I missed the emojis.
Yeah, we should get rid of the names and just have emojis.
But yeah, I'm like totally the same way. I'm like, well, now I can't touch the blankets because the bed is made, and I don't want to ruin things. So I'm on team. Well, now that I made it, Chaos Queen's out here trying to subvert the make your one bed trope. Apparently, Michael is old enough to now have amnesia because he forgot who we were. Whew.
Did we want to do one more sprint before the end of this?
That's what I was about to ask. What do we think?
Well, I have a
Yes.
second goal to finish on the spreadsheet, so I vote yes.
Ugh, Marta, achieving your goals.
I mean, what is this? I mean, one of us
I'm
has
like,
to.
I was this close with both of them. Like, I don't know if I'll get the second one though. It might be a tomorrow morning job.
I mean, you
Did
still
I actually fill out the spreadsheet? Because it glitches so bad on my phone when I try to fill that shit out.
I was
Do
going
you want
to.
me to put you on there, Violet?
Can you just check if I'm on there? Because I'm like, am I in the right week? Am I filling out somebody else's line?
I think you were last time I looked, but you had one of your goals was written and the other just had one letter.
That tracks.
I was gonna put myself on that spreadsheet because I was the only Chaos Queen who wasn't, and then I forgot. And
I
then
just want to
didn't.
get a hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably for the best that I didn't do it because I didn't make any goals I set for myself this week. So.
I mean, I haven't finished mine yet.
But
I
you
mean,
will.
one of them maybe.
Katie says you are in fact in it. You have a film, camp vlog, and read bit of Priory.
Yeah, I'm on track for doing both of those goals, so hell yeah.
Oh, thank you, Katie. I was still looking for a spreadsheet.
Well,
Yeah,
we
my
got-
laptop's in the other room, so I didn't even bother trying to find it.
Yeah, I have it like bookmarked on my computer, but then I tried accessing it from here and was like, oh wait, that's not there.
Yeah, I've got to bookmark it, so I actually maybe do it next week. Oh no.
Hello, Miranda. Have you been lurking?
Oh,
Or did you comment before and I just didn't notice? If so, I apologize.
hello. I don't think. I mean, I could have. I could have missed it too, but well, bam. It says you finalized secret project details. So I
Okay.
think it's really good.
I thought
Yeah.
you hadn't finished that.
Yeah, I technically haven't yet. But, like, it's fine. It'll happen tonight. I don't know why I put that as finalized,
Shame.
but
Yeah, I mean, you still basically till the end of the Troublemaker stream before they start shaming everybody. So
yeah, but this thing has to happen tonight.
yeah,
Y'all know.
Yeah, of course
So,
we know.
like,
We know what's going on. Fine.
Shame.
Katie,
That was
stop yelling at me.
Oh, Danny. Why
I
is
don't
it
know.
completed then?
I don't know. I probably clicked
The
the
lies,
wrong one.
the
It's
slander.
fine.
Katie says, "Can I finish chapter 2 by tomorrow?" We'll figure it out. Okie dokie. We got a new Laura timer up in here, or the new-ish, because it was a couple weeks ago. But yeah, we'll see you back after the summer nighttime, I suppose. Happy sprinting! And that was the end of another sprint. How do we do?
I counted up all of the words that I had written in my chapter 1 brain dump, and it was 284. And so I'm trying not to forget that number because I want to enter it in my NaNoWriMo goal thing. And then I started outlining chapter 2.
Yay!
And so, like, remember at the beginning of the stream when I said I was procrastinating outlining and so I was going to do other stuff? And now I guess I'm outlining?
Still. Yeah.
My favorite part of this is up here in the corner I have a little star that says, "Ask Marta about flavor possibilities," because my characters are drinking tea in this chapter.
Aww.
Oh.
That was awesome.
That's really great. Yeah, I drank some water.
The possibilities now.
We'll talk about it later.
And I just read and continued reading.
Hi.
I worked on writing up some of the notes I took on the train neatly to figure out what I actually have. I am actually almost done with this outline. Not outline, like brainstorming, I guess. I'm not sure I've done enough of it to mark as completed though, so I might revisit it tomorrow morning.
Still. Yay. I started inserting some of the old dialogue into the new chapter. I think I'm just gonna keep on trucking along. So it's going. I'm like barely conscious, I feel like. The crash is real. Marta says, Miranda says, that just happened. Gotta have 17k words to edit if I want to achieve my goal. It ain't happening. Friday Miranda was much more optimistic. I think that's a mood. Anne joined us. Hello. Flora the Fun has joined us. Last minute words before bed. That is awesome. Autumn has joined us. Hello. Welcome.
So many people joining right before we end.
I know. I always feel really bad about that. I'm just like, yeah, hi, bye. Kitty Ann says, wow, actually, productive sprint. I posted on Instagram. Finalized an intro for tomorrow.
Ooh.
Started answering comments and fiddled with a mood board.
Nice.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot. That is awesome. Alexandra ate food, no words. Food is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Lexi says, I didn't get into the manuscript I was supposed to be reading, but I did plant some native wildflowers outside.
Nice.
That's probably really pretty. He says, I keep thinking today is Friday, and then I keep getting disappointed when it's still not.
Oh, I just realized I'm working tomorrow. And like I'm working a mid shift, so I'm gonna miss the end of the trouble stream. So I won't even get to see the review of the goals. Oh.
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 Will you be there for the beginning of the travel stream?
I don't remember what time I start work. It's either 9 or 10. Or either 10 or 11. Hold up. No, I start at 10.
Aw.
So...
Oh, Danny.
No. We'll just fill you in.
Yeah.
Of course, we have some eyes for Katie's mood board, as per usual, because Katie always makes the best mood boards. Oh, yay. I'm like, more comments. Oh, wait, I skipped. I'll back to that one in a second. We can do a special review for your goals if you want, so you can get your hell yeah.
No, it's fine.
Sads the pandas.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I'm not closing because I'm kind of tired of closing. But like, on a Friday.
That's no fair. You're supposed to, like, stay for the trouble stream. Then you can do your actual pretending to be an adult stuff.
Wait, Danny, you never paid your donut tax the other day. What was that?
I didn't end up going.
What?
Aww.
I was
wanna
like
go by
living
myself.
vicariously for this donut story. I was so invested.
I didn't want to go by myself. And so I waited for my roommate to wake up. And then I'm like, hey, do you want to get a donut? And he's like, no, I'm vibing. I'm like, alright, I guess.
It's like, well, you suck.
Wait. To the question, do you want to get a donut? There's only one answer.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Like, I want donuts. The weather's getting nicer, so maybe we could walk to the donut shop someday. Because we have a handcrafted good donut place at like a half-hour walk from here.
Oh, that sounds good.
Anne was eating pizza and couldn't arrive earlier, but that's okay. We forgive you.
Hmm.
Steven Woodboard's fiddling with the order and the filters.
My favorite thing that this community does is when someone mentions something and everyone's just like excited and then they're like, you already know what I'm talking about.
I mean,
I think that's our fault for calling every single thing we do a secret project.
Yeah.
this is true.
I get mad at you guys when you call everything a secret project.
It's not going to be
Why?
secret much longer, so like it's
Okay,
fine.
but then if something's a secret, then come up with like a code name for it. Like, people don't need to know what that stands for. Call it Project X. Nobody needs to know what Project X is.
I'm sorry, secret project number 1 is a perfectly reasonable name.
Violet is raging. She will remember this.
I think my favorite was Secret Baking Project.
Yup.
Still working on that.
Savion has arrived. Hello. We are just gonna get ready to wrap up. Sounds like your roommate needs to be kicked out. That's the wrong response. Oh, I agree. Okay. I love giving eyes to everything, even though I know what it is. Yeah, 'cause
That's fair.
all the hype, all of it. Speaking of the hype, since we are starting to reach our time, does anybody have anything they want to plug? And stuff, and outros and stuff.
Wait,
What am I
are
doing
we
with my arms?
not introducing each other?
Right, Anne is calling me out hardcore.
Uh-oh, what's going on? The person who released Untitled Design number 5 is complaining about no title.
Those were sneak peeks. By the
As
time they
well.
got released, they had titles. Ungrateful.
Also agrees though. So, and just being sassy, that's all. Well, we can introduce each other. This was the segue to do introductions.
Yeah.
Yes, you're supposed to start,
first.
Crystal.
I am?
No,
I
I can introduce myself.
I'm so confused.
I'm an adult.
Okay.
I have a channel. I stream on Mondays with the 3 nuts when I'm not streaming with these monkeys on Thursdays. I'm gonna have a nano vlog coming out probably on Saturday.
Will there
What
be a
else do I have
song?
to? I have not edited the intro yet, but I did film something for an intro, so we'll see what editing Violet can put together.
There's so much
Um,
sass in the last 5 minutes.
The book club is on break for this month, but we'll be back next month with Throne of Glass. Come hang out. That's all I have to say.
Well, down here is Marta. She's the queen of dinos, and she's recently back from her hiatus. And just released her latest camp video. You should go watch it. I think it was actually a couple of days ago, but you still should go watch it. And
You mean yesterday?
was it yesterday? I have no idea. I feel like there was a day between yesterday and today. It's
It
already
does feel like
I
a really long
totally
time
agree.
ago.
This is why I did myself. I can barely handle my own shit at this point.
Close enough.
I'm done. Next.
So, this is Danny. He makes videos every Friday and sometimes videos, sometimes streams every second Tuesday, but also sometimes the streams on Mondays because of her work schedule. Tomorrow he has an incredibly exciting video coming out, which I am so looking forward to watching. And you should praise yourself because yes, well, I believe in your ability to edit the video today. I'm gonna be mad if you don't.
Yep, I know. Just for you, Marta. Then that way is Crystal, our lovely host of the day. You're on her channel. You can just click it and watch her videos. She does gaming stuff and writing stuff and a bunch of fun things. Sometimes streams. Actually, a lot of streams.
Just got the stream recording today, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Roll the outro.
Oh, okay. We're gonna roll the outro now. And so many new things to look forward to. Probably my chapter 10. Binge without guilt. We are rolling the outro right.
Pressing all the buttons.
I won't stop till I wear the crown.